What is going on, everybody? My name is Melon and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over my top 5 list for things I want to see in Call of Duty Zombies 2020. Just before we get into the video, if you haven't already, don't forget to go down below and subscribe. It helps me out a lot and only takes 2 seconds out of your day. With that said, let's get into the video. Coming in at the number 5 spot, we have an actual clean HUD. Now you're probably thinking, why you ask for a clean HUD in the 5th installment of the Zombies franchise? Surely it's fine. No, it's not. It was fine within BO1 and BO2. BO3 it got a little bit more cluttered, but it was fine. And then with BO4 they put elixirs and stuff that just didn't need to be on the screen, and it's very annoying. And you would think this is something for the 5th game they should master by now, but they just haven't. So this is going to be the number 5 spot. It's stupid to think I could have put a better thing, but this needs to be said. If I could have picked a HUD to have, I would just put the BO1 or the BO2 HUD. It's very simplistic, and that's all we really need. You don't need any elixirs on your screen, or you don't need to show really what your gun is in the left hand corner. You've picked it up, you probably know what it's going to be, and that's why it's at the number 5 spot. Next we have Dr. Monty's Factory. Now, to be honest, I'm going to be completely honest here, I'd rather have neither elixirs or gobblegums, but let's face it, Activision are greasy little bastards, and they're going to want their money at the end of the day, so we're going to get one of them, or a form of one, and I hope they don't remake one, or I think they just should add gobblegums. I don't think it was flawed at all. It was just really fucking overpowered, and I think the more overpowered and easier a game is, it tends to just get more popularity, so it would be better for them, and it worked for BO3, and I didn't mind them too much. And if they bring back elixirs for BO4, I don't know what they're doing as a career choice. At the moment, I'm still debating whether we're even going to get a game this year, or they're gonna pull a Dead of the Night on us. And I really hope they do not pull a Dead of the Night on us. And if they do, there's no doubt that they've probably put elixirs back into the game. But you know, whatever floats their boat, I guess. But anyway, I'm going off track. Gobblegums, I want them to return. You know, you got Perkaholic, you know, Raindrops, Unquenchable, stuff like that. They are overpowered, but you know, you have to earn them, and they're pretty good. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we have an actual good crew and a storyline. Like, Jesus Christ, the only good crews that, in my opinion, are in standalone maps that we're probably never going to see again, or are now gone, that were in the Ether storyline. To be honest, though, I'm going to put my money on it. The Ether storyline is probably going to come back, as well as the crews. But if that 1 in a million chance does happen and they do not come back, I do not want to see the Chaos storyline ever fucking again. I'd rather cut my ballsack off than play as them again. Like, all the characters just lacked personality. They were all shit. And the only one I half cared about was Shaw, and he turned out to be like the bad guy or something. I don't really know. I haven't really played it. I haven't done the Easter eggs on their map because it was an awful storyline. But, you know, they're going to bring them back, aren't they? They're going to bring it back, but just please, for the love of God, just please don't make that the main storyline. Just add a new storyline. Even if we get, like, I don't even know what's another really bad crew. No, there actually isn't really any other bad crew, but this is just the worst of the worst, and this is the one they're going to bring back. But I do hope they bring other spin-off maps that we can see, and we have another good crew and a storyline, because I cannot put up with a Chaos storyline for a whole year. Next up, we have the old perk system, meaning that Juggernog, Speed Cola, and Double Tap would come back as perks. And yes, don't be bitching in the comments. I know there was other ways to get them perks, but they weren't the same, okay? So don't cry about it in the comments, for the love of God. But anyway, with BO4, they completely changed the perk system for a very big reason, and that was most Zombies players would get the same perks or the same 4 similar perks in the same maps, and they wanted to take them perks out, and they wanted to elaborate so you can use a little bit more of a different variety of perks. It was a good idea, don't get me wrong. Jason Blundell, good thinking. I'm guessing it was him, probably. If it wasn't him, I'm very sorry, but it probably was him. And it was a very good idea at the time. On paper, that sounds like a very good idea, but when you take out these clutch perks, as people like to call them, it takes out the fun. When you spawn into a game of BO1, BO2, or BO3, maybe not BO3 because that game's a piss take, as in easy, but in BO1 and BO2, you spawn in and you want to go look for Quick Revive and Juggernog. That is your 2 main objectives to get the first of the game. BO4, you spawn in with 200 health and 2 Quick Revives, and you're like, it's just not the same. It doesn't feel like Zombies to me. As soon as I just remember the good days of spawning in on Kino de Toten on BO1 and spawning in and going, oh yeah, I need to go get Jug now because I'm going to die at round 5 otherwise. And that, I know, it's just I don't know. I think also, to pick your 4 perks at the start of the game that you can buy, it just makes the game so boring because you haven't got the chance to change mid-game. And I just don't know. I don't know why they did that, really. I don't know how they didn't see it coming. And yeah, that's the number 4 spot with the old perk system. At the last and final spot, we have actual good support for the game. Don't get me wrong, Treyarch are amazing at what they do. No matter how much I slander Activision and Treyarch stealing people's money in supply drops and whatever, they are amazing at what they do. They're under a lot of pressure at the moment, with now Sledgehammer being gone. They've got to pump out a game every other year, instead every other 2 years. So, you know, they've got a lot of pressure, but BO4 has a countless amount of bugs, and I'm sure they could probably be easy fixes. There's one on Blood of the Dead where the zombies can't get out of the barrier properly and they'll stay outside of the map. There's some in Dead of the Night that actually have been here since the start of the Dead of the Night, and that is the first DLC, and it has never been fixed, and there's a bug tree. It's completely buggy and it just glitches out your game, and you look at it and it pixelates and everything. It's horrible, and they just haven't fixed it. It's easy little fixes that they probably know are in the game, but they just cannot be bothered to fix because BO4 hasn't got enough love. And it's quite sad to think that. And yeah, so the main reason I'm saying this, BO3 got so much love and support. It was getting constant new content with Zombie Chronicles and stuff like that. It's getting new content, double XP all the time, stuff like that. And that's what made BO3 absolutely amazing. You're getting lots of new changes to the game constantly, new guns to the box every now and then. The DLC weapons from multiplayer will be ported in. Stuff like that will keep you wanting to playing zombies, and they just didn't implement that into BO4 Zombies as well. And that's one of the main reasons BO4 failed, and that's why they abandoned it. And that's my list. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want Black Ops 2020 to be good, don't forget to go leave a like and subscribe. Let's try and get myself to 135 subs by the end of the month. It'll really help me out and I'll really appreciate it. Anyway, with that said, I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys.